From CBS News, it's The Early Show. Live from Fifth Avenue in New York City.
Sunday night is the 83rd Annual Academy Awards, Hollywood's biggest night of the year, when the stars come out to honor their own. Some are predicting a sweep for the King's Speech, but The Social Network could get in the way. And with 10 films up for Best Picture, there are bound to be some big surprises. And joining our early coffee with their Oscar night predictions, film critic Jeffrey Lyons and film critic for More magazine, Alison Bales. Great to have both of you with us.
Nice to see you, Rebecca.
Thanks for having us.
And everyone looks to this hotly anticipated evening for who may win and who may sweep it. But I want to start with surprises first, Alison. What do you think is going to shock us the most coming out of that night?
Maybe wishful thinking on my part, but I'm hoping that Annette Bening will take the Best Actress award from Natalie Portman, who's won all of the awards up to this point. But I just think that often the Academy Awards for a career, and Annette Bening, this is her 4th nomination, and she hasn't won yet. And there's a general feeling that there's not that many roles for women in the later stages of life, dare I say, about Annette Bening. But it's true, Natalie Portman will have other chances. So I'm hoping Annette Bening surprises Best Actress.
So perhaps a betting win for both her role, her work in this film, but also her work over the years.
Yeah.
Jeffrey?
If there is any surprise, I think it's going to be if The Social Network would somehow beat The King's Speech. I don't think it's going to happen, but maybe they'll find that The King's Speech had been shown for a week on TV in England somewhere and is suddenly ineligible. It's not going to happen. I think it's going to be The King's Speech, but The Social Network would win if there were no King's Speech.
Interesting. What about Sure Things?
Well, I think Colin Firth is going to be a sure thing for Best Actor. I mean, he just owned that role. Jesse Eisenberg will be a close second, but Colin Firth was born to play this role of the King of England, overcoming an incredible speech impediment that people didn't know about, and it was suppressed for years. And it's a great, great story as they stripped him of his own regal presence and the way he learned to overcome this. And if you go to YouTube, you can listen to the real King George VI giving that speech, and if you've seen the movie, you can see the difficult parts of the speech that he got over and the tricks that he used. It's an amazing achievement. I've seen this movie 4 times, and you know, critics never have time to see movies more than once. Yeah.
And it's just, you walk out of that film feeling good about life.
About him and about life and about everything. Absolutely.
How about you, Alison? Sure Things.
I agree that Colin Firth's going to win, but I think another sure thing is Christian Bale for Best Supporting Actor for The Fighter. I mean, he was so far the best thing in that movie, in my opinion. You forget that he's Batman. I mean, you're watching that movie, and this is a man who plays an iconic role as a superhero, yet you forget all that. Not only did he lose weight and somehow go prematurely bald, but he's twitchy and a loose cannon. You fear for his brother, his half-brother, and you feel uncomfortable whenever he's on screen. I think it's an amazing performance.
And he did it without being hammy and didn't eat the scenery. He did it as part of an ensemble group, too, which is very hard for a leading actor to do.
Has he pulled to get this win?
I don't think he has. I don't think he has to, because I think, frankly, the other, Jeffrey Rush is perhaps a close second in this category, but I think he's so far ahead that I don't think he's had to go out and campaign.
He hasn't campaigned, and they like that.
He did sing the Powerpuff Girls theme tune on Peter Travis's
How much does that work?
website.
You're insiders. How much does it work when people actually campaign for a role?
Well, sometimes it can work against you. You know, Melissa Leo took out these ads showing her as glamorous, but she said it's because she's a little bit older and needs that kind of attention. In some years it works, in some it doesn't. It's not a good idea to overdo it, though.
I want to go back to the King's Speech, because both of you sound like it's going to sweep here. What are the categories, Jeffrey, that you think it'll take?
I think it'll take Best Picture. I think it'll take Best Actor. I think the score will win, and screenplay. It may not win for Best Director. I think here is where The Social Network might get its due. But other than that, I think it's going to win 6 or 7 of the major awards.
I think it's going to win about 5, and I think the director will win, because he won the Directors Guild of America award, and that often means
if there is a controversy here, Alison, what will it be for the night?
You know, I seem to be the only person who's not really looking forward to Anne Hathaway and James Franco hosting. I just think it's leading up to perhaps be hokey. I don't think they're real comedians.
Well, maybe they're not supposed to be. They looked at every one of the old Oscar telecasts. They're doing something I don't like. They've taken away the idea of the previous winners heaping praise on the people in their categories, which was so good. No, but it was beautiful. And they're now doing all the songs as they used to do 4 or 5 years ago. You sing the whole song rather than in a montage. That's going to put me to sleep. Other than that, I'm looking forward to these 2 young stars.
Well, you woke us up this morning. That's the good news. Jeffrey and Alison, thanks so much for being with us. We appreciate it. And for our special Oscar coverage, head to cbsnews.com/Saturday.